What's up guys, my name is Zanprez and welcome to my channel. Today's video, we are going to be walking through some tips on how to prepare for the Beesmas update. And I just want to start off by saying I have no idea when the Beesmas update is coming, but one thing I can tell you is it is going to be coming in the near future. I don't know if that's a couple of days, I don't know if that's a couple of weeks, maybe even a month. But there are a bunch of things that you should be doing right now just to prepare for the update. Now, before we get into this video, I just wanted to say thank you once again for your support to my channel. It means so much to me. And if you guys do end up liking this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. And yeah, let's just get into this video. Today, I'm just going to be showing you guys some clips of me playing the game over the last few days, and I'm going to be walking through some tips that I have for you guys to prepare so you can do your best during this Beesmas update. Now, I have been playing this game since it was initially released. I mean, right after it was released, I was playing this, so you can say that I've been there for a lot of the different Beesmas updates, and for a bunch of those updates, I've completely finished them all the way out, and I've dedicated a lot of time to this game and playing the Beesmas updates, so I kind of have a little bit of an understanding based on just the experience that I have. So some of the tips that I think that you guys should do is the first one being save up some honey. Now, it's really important to make sure you're using your honey to do things, and I have a lot of honey on me right now. Well, it's a lot for me, maybe it's not a lot for some of you guys, but I have a lot of honey stacked up right now, and it's good to have this much when it comes to an update time, but at other times it's really good to just use your honey. But right now I want to say save at least probably like 10 trillion just in case the update does come out pretty soon and you're scrambling. You just want to have a bit of honey to play around with and be able to do a few things when the update does come out. Another thing I want to add about the honey is that there are certain things that might come out with the update, like maybe a different item, or you know, just like how you can buy tickets with honey, maybe there's an item that you can buy with honey. So just keeping a few of those around, just keeping a little bit of honey in your bag is always the best thing that you can do. And I'm not saying you have to save up 10 trillion, I'm not saying you have to save up any of it, that's just my personal recommendation. But there's also a bunch of other things that you should do. Another item that is super important to save up is going to also be strawberries. Now, this is an item that I usually am pretty good with because I am a red hive and I'm always playing in red fields, so I'm getting myself a lot of strawberries just pretty naturally, not even trying. That's the resource that I typically get the most of, and I think in my bag right now I have about 200,000 strawberries, but try to save up as much as 50,000 strawberries because during every Beesmas update there is a Galentine's update that happens shortly after, and you can get a Galentine's bonus, which is great. It has a lot of great buffs. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but you get the Galentine's bonus by donating a ton of strawberries to the Wind Shrine. So if you start building those up now, then you're going to be totally set for when that comes out, probably right around when the Beesmas update's coming out. The next important thing to do is making sure that you're always crafting something in the blender. It doesn't need to be anything crazy, but just crafting something so if the new update comes out and there's some items that you end up needing, you don't have to speed them up and rush them along with tickets, because that, I believe, is probably one of the biggest wastes in the game. And obviously sometimes you can't avoid speeding them up with tickets, but if you can start doing it now, you're just going to be a little bit prepared and it's going to be a lot cheaper for you in the long run. Alright, now the next thing I'm going to say is probably the most important thing that I want you to take away from this entire video, and that is make sure you're saving up a lot of your boost materials. Now, if you're a white hive or a red hive like I am, make sure that you save up a ton of stingers. Don't use all of your stingers right now. It's going to be really important that you have stingers so you can use your star saw ability during the update, because you're going to want to do a bunch of boosts, I bet, and there's also, you know, there's just a ton of boosts, and the stingers are super important if you don't want your bag to fill up really fast. Also save up your gumdrops, especially, you know, if you're a white hive, but it's always just an item that you're going to use whenever you're boosting at a high level with any color hive, you're going to just be using those gumdrops, so make sure you're saving up gumdrops. A huge one to make sure you're saving up is jelly beans. Now, jelly beans can be one of the most overpowered items in the game. They kind of have been nerfed quite a bit over the recent, even just years that they've been in the game. They've gotten a lot worse, but they still are an item that's super important that you're stacking up, and you can hold up to 100 of them in your bag. So don't waste them all before the update. Make sure you're sticking around with about like 50 in your bag, and that will be a pretty good thing to just make sure you're a little bit ahead of the game when it comes to a boost. So right now, while we're between updates, we don't really know if a certain hive color is going to end up being better. So you don't need to switch your hive color completely, but work on getting your bees in your hive gifted, leveling up your bees quite a bit, making your hive just a lot stronger, and also look into some bee quips and see which items stack together and kind of just work together to get you the best boosts possible. So make sure you're just looking into that. There's a lot of little things, and your hive really is what's going to make you a ton of honey. So make sure you're upgrading your hive, doing everything that you can to just put your hive in a better position. And once your hive is really good and it works super well together, and the way that the boosts stack up from each of the bees goes together really well, you're going to be making a ton of honey. Now, one of the best things that we got from this update was stickers, and with stickers comes the sticker stacker. So make sure you're just playing around, honestly just playing the game around for a little bit. You're definitely going to pick up some stickers. The hard ones to get are really difficult sometimes, but if you're getting these stickers and donating them and putting them in your sticker stacker, it's going to build this stacker boost up. And it's important that you're doing it now as well, because there is a cooldown between the time it takes to donate to the stacker. And if you're building yourself up a nice boost in your stacker, then when Beesmas comes out, you're going to have a really strong stacker to use, and it will just make your field boosts and your buff just really strong, and you're going to be making a lot more honey that way, which is the most important item in the game if we're going to be honest. Now, that is about it when it comes to my tips. There's definitely other little things that you should be doing. Just make sure that you're using your resources mindfully and just stack things up in your sticker stacker. Play the game quite a bit. Try to save up a bunch more tickets as well. Save a little bit of honey in your bag, and generally speaking, you're going to be doing just fine when the update comes out. And even if you don't have a lot of stuff when the update comes out, you still can just, by playing, set yourself up in a really good position. So I just wanted to say thank you guys again for the support. If you guys did like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you guys found these tips helpful, leave a comment down in the comments below, and let me also know some things that you think other people should do to set themselves up in the best position for this update. So thank you guys once again so much for watching. I really hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.